Welcome to the post race in 1 and 2 that happened just now. Over to the right side, we have the one and only Jacob of BMW Williams Martini F1 team. Over to the second right, we have Ryder from Braun GP, I believe. Blade from Sunset. We have Fexelen of, I believe, is
Edox.
Edox, yep, sorry. And then we have Zlippy over to the left of Kaizen Apparel.
Kaizen Valor.
FP1 and FP2 just happened. Great lap times, honestly. A big span of around 4 seconds of the lap time. Question to BMW Williams Martini, the one and only Jacob. Your team seems to have quite some success the past Formula and final practice 1 and 2, as you're the team owner as well. Also scoring top 5 in FP1, believe. How are you settling in the car right now in RRA season 2? Yeah, that's good to hear. Ryder over the other side of Braun GP. Um, Ryder, the Braun GP team has a few pre-season struggles regarding staffing and whole livery design. What do you think the problem was during preseason?
Um, I'm not really sure. Midgie was taking care of it, so I don't really know what was going on there.
So some maybe miscommunication or just entire team not getting ready for preseason. But apparently today they're all right. I think they're at least staying in the top 15, I believe. Over to Blade Sunset GP. I believe Noah is a driver for Sunset GP.
Well, Dake is kind of racing in a way, but Noah has great capabilities this season. He's got his sights on that World Drivers' Championship, obviously, like most drivers out there. But I think Noah is probably one of the drivers with the best possible chance to get that World Drivers' Championship. Obviously, he's brand new to the team, settling well with Jay and Mr. Aiken Dawson doing pretty well as well. But yeah, Noah really settling in well, and I think we can definitely go for that World Drivers' Championship and maybe even World Constructors' Championship.
Yep, thank you. And as we all know, Noah Gamer is actually a rally driver as well. Maybe those rally skills are coming into play. RRA F1. Over to Fexelin of Edox Sauber. Your driver, I believe, is Charles. He's done quite well in FP2. He's taken the second fastest lap of 1:18.7. How do you think he's coming up with his car? How is he doing well, or is he doing all right?
Well, hello. I personally think he's doing much better than anyone expected. Of course, I expected him to do very well because he's a very talented driver, as I have witnessed in other leagues. But yeah, he did a great job today. He didn't even do FP1, which really impresses me. He got used to the
Yeah.
car very quickly, did his hot laps, instantly got used to the car, and did the second fastest lap by only 5 thousandths, I believe, which is yeah, very close to P1. So yeah, I think he's gonna win the race tomorrow, no doubt.
It's on
It's not
Sunday, yeah,
tomorrow.
but yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure we'll have quite a tight battle on Sunday, I believe. Top five fastest laps are quite close, and it's only FP1 and FP2. For Kaizen Valor,
Zen,
and who would that maybe be? Zen, right? Yeah.
yeah, and then the other one's like down at the bottom, reserve driver.
Was that
Fan. It starts
Fan?
with
Yeah. Okay. So this early into the season, first practice 1 and 2, one of your main drivers wasn't able to come to the practice session. What do you think about attendance, actually? A big part of road racing. What do you think? How do you think it would affect your team?
well, for our approach this season, it's a little bit different to other teams. We're not really coming into that competitive into free practice, but looking at the technical side. For Pilot to not attend free practice is kind of a big deal because that will affect his performance in quali. But it's just a matter of him. I also have to think about his personal life with his job, but it's just a matter of how fast he can get back. But he definitely has the time to get back in the future to attend free practice.
Okay, a question to BMW's Martini Racing, the one and only Jacob. Zakoya was quite a capable driver last season. I believe he scored quite some points in races, but he's only got P7 in this first practice of the Manila Grand Prix, the first race of RRA season 2. What happened to Zakoya? A question to Braun GP Rider. Your drivers, Megaditch and Dylan, they stayed out of the top 18, I believe. Is there anything wrong with Braun GP in this practice session?
I think the drivers just need to get used to the track a bit more, and I think their results should improve.
Okay. A question for Sunset GP as well, Blade Challenger. In a recent interview, Noah Gamer said he wished he had a different teammate than King Dawson. What does that mean for the competitiveness and the teamwork of the team? Is there anything drama? Is there any tension in your team right now?
That is, yeah, he did say that. No, it's a bit rough. You know, it's always going to be it's always going to be a bit rough at the start. You know, brand new teammates with each other. It's all going to be there's still a lot to prove with each other. Obviously, like Noah being such a proven driver last season, and well, Jay not being able to stay for more than half a season last season. You know, they never really got to see each other in the middle of a race. You know, they never really do that type of stuff together. But it's, you know, it's complicated, to be honest. I'll be honest. But Noah is settling in the team. They didn't have any I can promise you there isn't any arguments going on in the team or anything. So yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine at the team.
Like you said, yeah, actually, Noah being such a capable driver, he is talented for sure. We all know. How are you planning to keep him in this in your team? I know it's just the first practice session of the season, but he's got nothing to lose this season. He's got only one goal to win the World Driver Championship after Decare kind of retiring and out of the limelight. He's got nothing to lose. He's gonna try to get his best teammate and the teammate he wants. How are you planning to keep him in your team?
With one thing, and that's support. Obviously you can't be in a team that doesn't like you. So obviously we do try and shut up, Pixelon. Shut up. We're not paying him. we do try and, you know, help him keep in a different radio VC, so he does get to focus a lot. And I think he will stay because it's a great team. You know, Sunset GP, great atmosphere, and I don't see any reason why he should leave, to be honest.
Hopefully there's no bribery coming in place. No, just Robux. A question for Edox Alberto Fexelan. Christian, as we all know, he's a decent to top level driver. How is he performing so far in this session?
He's still getting used to the new cartoon. He's getting used to the rear of the car. He struggled with it in FP1 and FP2, but I think he's getting used to it. Of course, last season he carried the team, so of course we have some loyalty to him. And yeah, I expect he can get the hang of it. Of course, he didn't shine last season in FPs and quali. He really shined during the races with race pace, so I believe he can pull it together on Sunday.
So, as you also said as well, Chris, he's carried the team last season, which is quite a big feat. And Charles as well, we all know from previous leagues, he's quite a talented driver as well. Do you think Charles would be conflicting with Chris this season and compromising the team's performance?
No, if there's any conflicts going on in the team, I'll solve them, of course. If I need to do anything to solve any conflicts, I'll of course do that. And yeah, I think the chemistry in the team right now is good so far. Chris can get sometimes competitive with his teammates, but it's somewhat manageable.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Question for Valor. After the rebrand from the previous team Audi, how has it been settling into the F1 paddock, the new environment for you guys, especially since it's a completely brand new team in general with different drivers and.
Well, we have two of our past drivers from the previous team, which have settled in quite well. I think they're part of the team. With team staff, everything's been well. We have we've implemented one of our main drivers from the Valor Academy from Ion, and I'm not the only person in the team with no experience, but I co-own this team with someone who's been in Ion, who has lots of experience, and will ultimately help us improve. But we're currently starting the season not at high expectations, but to take into the season's new game mechanics with slipstream and tire wear into account to be as technical as possible.
So hopefully you do get a better start in RRA season 2. Now we have a round of fan questions to the team bosses, managers. Would anyone like to ask any questions?
Yeah, all of them to me.
Oh mate, don't hog him.
Question to all of the team bosses. I'll just assume it is. He asks, what are your expectations for the race coming on Sunday?
When?
Sorry?
1-2. Or maybe win with both drivers at once. I'm not sure yet. Could be a tie for P1.
Yeah.
We have
Blake?
a gold list strategy, trust me.
I think it's going to be a chaotic weekend. It's unpredictable currently with FP1 because I don't think all teams have put the strategy of trying to get the fastest lap, which is definitely something. We'll see in quali to see how the grid lines up, but we'll also have to account the new slipstream and tire wear. So
Wait, there's slipstream?
No, there's not.
I don't think there is. It's
No.
only tire wear, yeah.
yeah, tire wear.
But definitely the tire wear strategies will come into
Yeah,
play.
bro, we have a two-stop lined up. No one is gonna expect it.
That's also
Blade
20.
and Ryder, you've got anything to say?
Well, it all depends on qualifying, really, to be honest. If we can get a good qualifying position, we can do well. I'm hoping for a podium or a win. That would be fantastic. But yeah, we don't really. There isn't too much
Keep it open.
expectations, but we do expect at least some points from both the drivers.
Okay,
can a
a
team go under
question from the
quali?
fans as well. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. A question from the fans. I'm not sure why he's asked this question. Have you paid your taxes?
But my lawyer told me to not answer that question.
Same.
Okay. I think predictions to the race and qualifying would be quite important, actually. Let's start from Williams Martini. Jacob, do you have any predictions for this weekend? So for qualifying and the race as well. Bold words. Okay. I think that's it. Nothing on your team, or Braun, do you have any predictions for this weekend?
Hopefully get a driver into Q2 and get some points in the race.
Okay. Sunset GP Blade, do you have any predictions for especially qualifying? I think your pace in qualifying is good.
I reckon I'm gonna give 3 predictions here. Edoc's gonna do bad. BMW gonna do bad, and Sunset GP gonna do top 5 at least.
Okay, top 5 it is.
GP gonna do good.
Vexelen, you've got anything for Edox?
All I'm gonna say after this weekend, a synonym. No, hold.
Please say
A
seed.
synonym for front row will become Edok Sauber. Front row lockout will be Edok Sauber. Just wait.
Front row lockout it is.
We will beat everyone by 2 seconds minimum.
Zlippy, you've got anything to say for Kaizen?
I think Zenboy could come top 10, maybe a podium. Pilot, I think top 10 minimum with the lack of experience on the track. And I think Mummy's gonna win the race because why not?
Okay. Any predictions for qualifying? You don't think anyone said much about it? We'll end the post practice session into here. Thank you for your time, team bosses.
Yeah.
And we'll see you qualifying tomorrow after the drivers set their laptops.
Hello everyone and welcome to the media day here at the media center just before Friday practice sessions. So yeah, we have today is Chris Zun, Megaditch, King Dawson, Dylan Formula 1 and Zenboy Gamer. So first off, we're going to start off with Chris Zun. Thank you for joining us here today, Chris Zun. So the way this is going to work is we're going to ask each driver the same question, and then Once we've asked each driver, we'll move on to the next question. First question we're going to be asking is, it's the first weekend. How are you all feeling so far?
I and the team feels good. We are looking forward for the race and the weekend. So yeah.
All right, and then we have Migadich. How are you feeling coming into the first Grand Prix this weekend?
Very confident during the tests at Marina Bay. The car felt very good. The temps, so I'm very confident with the car, and I feel like I can really push myself for the Grand Prix and do well enough to score some good points for Braun.
Okay. Ayakin Dawson.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's the start of a new season, so all the hopes and dreams are still alive. So yeah, I've been doing some testing and everything's looking good.
Okay, and then Dylan Formula One.
So this is going to be my rookie season, so obviously I want to try to impress, but with a teammate like Mig, it's going to be hard to try and do something. And also with the car that we have last year proved I wasn't the quickest on the grid. So I'm hoping, and we're hoping, just not to come last this season and try and get some points finishes and a couple good races.
Okay, and now Zenboy Gamer.
I'm feeling alright. Yes.
Okay, so the next question, Chris is on once again. How do you feel about your livery, and what would you say is your favorite livery on the grid? To Chris on.
I think our livery is nice. It's a special one. And my favorite one is maybe GP. It looks good.
Then Megaditch.
Hey, don't touch me! Fucking hell. Jesus.
Zen, you're not muted.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So it's not my turn. First of all, I gotta say thank you, Chris Young, for saying that our livery is the best. Yeah, in my opinion, Braun GP is. But second to that has to be Boot GPs. It's actually sorry, not Boot GPs. Sunset GPs. That black and red just makes it stands out a lot.
And then Ayakin Dawson.
Yeah, I like our livery. I like the drivers had a lot of influence and choice on what goes on our car. So I like ours. But my favorite, I don't like Boot GP, so it's not gonna be them. I like Braun's. I think they're quite good, and Kaizen's stands out a little bit. I like those.
All right, and then Dylan Formula One.
I very much like how livery, the way that it's played on with the neon green. I'll always have loved that color. But I do think it's the best on the grid. But second best is Sunset GP. I really like their livery too.
Okay, and then Zenboy again.
Oh, definitely Valor Racing. Definitely. 20 out of 10.
Okay, so quite enthusiastic
don't
about.
Touch me! Stop!
Can you mute yourself, please? And then for the next question, Chris. So it's a brand new season for you and your team. Obviously, how do you feel? Where do you think, sorry, you can finish at the end of the season? And who do you think you'll be your biggest rival?
To be honest, I don't know who will be my biggest rival, but I'm expecting to finish maybe in the top 3 with the team and maybe P5 in drivers.
Okay, Megaditch.
I do believe that I think we definitely can improve on last season's disappointment. So I'm saying like a top 7 in the constructors, and I would say both me and Dylan would finish in the top 12 in drivers. That's our hope and our goal.
Okay, so quite enthusiastic, especially after last season, after the poor finish. So next up, King Dawson.
I have high expectations for not only myself but the team. We have a good team behind us, an excellent team behind us. well, my biggest rival, I'd say, is my teammate Noah. He was the only guy really competing with Dakar, so he's definitely going to be the one that's fighting for the wins, and I hope I can give him a run for his money. So I think we should definitely be challenging for the championship and a second or third at least.
And who would you say is your biggest rival team-wise then?
Probably Boo GP. Definitely Boo GP.
Okay, then Dylan, Formula One.
Dude, if I'm being honest with you, we're doing what we can. We're trying to get anywhere. I'm gonna agree with Migaditch, and my biggest rival driver-wise was definitely gonna be my teammate because he's in the same car, same situation as me. But team-wise, if I'm honest, I don't know because it could be anyone.
Okay, then Zen. You think is your
Oh,
biggest
P1,
rival?
definitely P1. Come on, P1. Come on, come on.
And who would you say is your biggest
Yeah.
rival?
A rival. Yeah, it's Pilot, my teammate. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And
I
would
hope,
we,
I
sorry,
hope
like
we get some
team-wise.
podiums. You know.
Yeah, but what would
Yeah.
you say is your team-wise biggest rival?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, don't worry. Okay,
Can
so
I
the
play?
next.
Shout out to my mom. He has a YouTube channel right now. Name.
So for the final bit, I want you to come up with 3 predictions. Any prediction. Could be anything, you know, we could score a podium, this person will crash, you know, this person will come there, this person will come here, you know, any predictions.
Is this just for the race or the season?
Anything throughout the season.
Okay.
Would you
So
be
Chris
winning
then.
the championship?
So Boot GP winning the championship, okay. Migaditch?
Would you be driver?
I have 3 predictions.
Alright.
My first one is that Karen's gonna come back out of nowhere and win the championship. That was a joke. I'm kidding. I do believe Noah Bo is probably gonna take the championship. I think it's gonna be very, very close with BGP, Sunset, and for the championships.
Okay, and before
And
we
then,
sorry.
and then my last prediction is that the fight for the midfield is gonna be insane.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of good teams in the midfield that can fight for like P4, 5, and 6 in the championship and all that.
Okay. Then Jay, what would you say is your predictions for the season?
3 predictions. I'm going to go Sunset are going to be on the podium for all but 2 races. Sunset are going to win the constructors, and Fujibi are going to come third.
Okay, quite specific. The first one. Okay, and then Dylan for.
You know, it's a tough one to think, but I think number one, the championship is gonna be won by Boot GP. Number two, I think someone who you don't think is gonna have a chance is gonna come and fight for the championship, and the midfield is gonna be very interesting this season. I'll say that.
Okay, and then Zen.
Oh yeah, definitely Valor P1. And the second thing, I don't know, maybe P1 for driver championship. Third, 5 podiums at max.
Now we're going to move on to fan questions. So Demano Jacob, what was your question? Please do not jump on each other. So, Chris, what would you say is your answer to that question?
True.
Okay, Migaditch?
The question is for Zen, not me.
Oh, it said Zen sucks. What's your
Yeah,
thoughts?
it said Zen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Zen, what would you say is your answer to that question?
What the fuck? Bro,
Okay.
I don't suck. I
All
don't
right.
suck.
Okay. Chris?
Brown GP.
Migaditch?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm saying Lamborghini.
Okay. Ike Dawson?
Zen Motorsports.
All right. Dylan?
Number one, Chris Ouch. Number 2, I think Lamborghini.
And then Zen.
Come
Okay,
on.
so who's going to be the back marker around top 3?
Not Braun GP. Lamborghini, Zen, back markers, and then top 3, Sunset, Boot, not Boot, Boot GP, and Valor.
Ike Dawson.
I have faith in Braun, so they're not. I don't think they're going to be back markers. I think the back markers are going to be Lamborghini and Zen. I think top 3 are Sunset, Boot, and Valor, like you said.
Okay, Dylan.
Okay, number 1, thank you, Dawson. And number 2, back markers. I think I'm just gonna say one back marker because I don't want to badmouth more than one team. I'm gonna say Lamborghini. And top 3, Sunset. Well, basically, I'm probably gonna say just the same that Mick said. To be honest with you, so.
And Zen.
Oh, back marker definitely BMWE, something I don't know, BMV. And top 3, Auto Racing, Boot GP, and Braun GP, definitely.
Okay, and then Chris.
Okay, so I changed my mind. For back markers, I think Case and Valor. And the top 3 will be maybe Edox, Boot, and Sunset GP.
Okay, so that is the one final fan question. Next fan question, please.
If I'm being honest with you, it's my rookie season. I have not gonna lie to you, just started road racing in the last few months, and the few months I have had, I've had quite a decent start. 2 of the leagues I started in, I won the drivers' championship, and then constructors in one of those 2, and well, going against such amazing drivers in such a competitive field,
Please be quiet.
I am just hoping to just be able to catch the eye of some of the bigger teams. No offense to Braun, for next season. So I think we're gonna be top 15, but I hope for top 10.
Okay, then the next fan question, please. Let's go for one. Slowest drivers on the grid. So, Chris, would you like to go first?
To be honest, I don't want to say a name. I think the grid will be pretty close, so.
Okay,
Yes.
Migadich?
Yeah, for me, it's actually, I don't even know who I could say would be at the back. Like, for real, I'd actually, no, I guess all drivers are good. So, I wouldn't say I'm gonna be at the back. It's just, it's gonna be very close, okay? So.
All right. Ike Dawson?
Yeah, I agree. I don't really know anyone that's necessarily too slow, or I just kind of focus on our team and that's about it. So I don't know anyone really.
I refuse to do another driver dirty to tell him he's going to be at the back of the grid, so no comment.
Zen?
No comment. No comment. No comment.
Okay. Your opinion about Season 2 chassis. Okay. All right, Chris Zun. So, opinion on Season 2 chassis.
It looks good. The tunes are good too, so I really enjoy driving it.
Okay, Migadich?
Like I said earlier with the car being good, RRA, the association, has done a great job with these chassis. The chassis feel very it's like you're in control for the car. So, the chassis, they did a great job with the chassis. So I will say, yeah, so that's why I said there will be closer racing because the chassis are better than last season. So I'm very excited for what the season has to offer and how the teams will upgrade their cars.
All right, and then Ike Dawson?
I like it.
And Dylan Formula 1?
So basically, with the chassis, RRA, the development team have done a great job. Just one thing I think it looks a bit weird is the way the tires, the top is like the way they're pointing a bit on the new chassis. But still, I really like the new chassis. What am I saying? Chassis and how they've done and what they've done with them.
Okay, and Zen?
It's good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay. Well, that is it for these interviews. We will interview some more people in just a second. So thank you, everyone.